Hello everyone, modeling Anvil on screen. I am your host Sebastian. So the second part of my kind of tutorial to the beginners for Airbrush, because I am beginner and I want show you how I work, and maybe you can learn something from me. So the basic question is, what is Airbrush? Airbrush is brush, but better. It's kind of joke, hard to translate in Poland. But most important, Airbrush improve your paint work. It's much easier if you learn the basics and much faster way to paint your models. Okay, first question, another first question, what kind of airbrush should I buy for the beginning? Honestly, I think don't look on the expensive ones. No, it maybe be better to buy them in future. For the beginning, buy some cheaper ones, so-called Chinese. They are rather cheap. Replace parts can be found very easy, and when this airbrush finally stop working, you have no regret because it's really cheap and it should be only to learn. But if you're taking care of your airbrush, it could serve you for several months, even years. As I say, replacing parts are easy to find. I use now I have height find art 8136 36 80. It was a gift from my friend, but I use it only to the biggest thing maybe. And my main airbrush is uh, TC Technics 130K. It's almost similar like fine art. Besides, all 150 series can share some parts. As you can see, here I got 0.3, 0.5 and 0.2 millimeters brush to several different use. For example, 0.5 millimeter could be used for the bigger space to paint, mostly scale 1 to 35 or to primer. 0.3 is universal size for most of the work, even sometimes to give a primer coat, and 0.2 is definitely for precise work or the small parts. And as you can see, I have this one. It's also important. Wow, not also. It's very important to have this because it connects you to the air compressor. Air compressor is also important part because without this, you can forget about paint with the brush, airbrush. Really, airbrush and air compressor are the basics if you want to start your work. And this one is tool for clean your airbrush after work. It's very important to taking care of cleaning your airbrush. Also, I will show you one add-on I buy. It's a car filter to the airbrush. You connect it under airbrush and it help catch any wet from the air, and your airbrush will be work much longer when you start to use it. And about clean the airbrush, it's very important to at first clean this area inside every single use because paint could dry inside. I use simple demineralized water because water from sink could in long term destroy inner parts. Also, after every single use, which I will show you because sorry I forget the word, which this I clean area here really gently. It's important to do this gently. And after every 3-4 paint session, I open this part, clean the needle, very careful also. And that's the basic part I want to show you. I will just put airbrush away. And what else I use to clean my airbrush? Well, at first, AK Perfect Cleaner, AK 11505, very nice, useful tool. It really help. And fun fact is more better working with Vallejo Air than AK3G. Probably because AK3G was, in my opinion, better from brush, but it's only my opinion. Of course, different companies have their own cleaners, and it's because they have their own formula of the paint, and if you use other cleaner, you can destroy the paint tension. So from Vallejo, Airbrush cleaner is 71.099. I'm not yet use this, but probably after long sessions of painting, I will use it, of course. Now we have airbrush cleaner from Tamiya. I think it's connected to the Tamiya products. I will also soon start use this when I go to test Tamiya paints. Tamiya paints smell different than Vallejo. Another one cleaner is Extreme Thinner and Cleaner AK 417 for extreme metalcore range. Extreme metals are, as the name says, metal paints to show the metal. And the last one product I use is Polish company Vamot Airbrush Tool Cleaner. One of the best, one of the strongest, as I read, but should be very careful and clean airbrush with water after use this because it's really strong. There is also second product similar. It's washed to acrylic paints, but in my opinion it's better not use that in airbrush because you can damage some really tiny parts. So no, it's only used when you screw up something with paint, not to airbrush. And in the next episode I will show you paints, thinners, and episode 4 will be start work with model and brush. I will show you also primers I use. So thank you very much for attention. I apologize if my English pronounce is somehow tragic, but English is not my native. I try to do my best. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a good day.